Now, speaking of exactly the point you've just made, one Liberal senator today, Maria Kovacic from Victoria, of course, Victoria, says your nuclear policy has to go. Get this, not because we don't actually need nuclear, she didn't make that argument, but because it's not popular. Matt, what a leader this woman is. Have a listen.
It's my view that the nuclear power policy that we have should go into the bin. The Australian public spoke very, very clearly on Saturday, and we need to listen to that.
Your response, Matt?
Just reject this idea that somehow politics is like selling handbags, and what we need to do is do some market research to work out what type of colours, pastel, what type of handles, what type of products they need to be made out of, do they need to be carbon neutral, and we work out with our target audience and we change them in that regard. I mean, politics is not like that. It's not like business. Politics is about a mission, a purpose. You've got to establish an esprit de corps among your people. And the biggest problem we've had, I think, in the last year or two is there's not been enough pride and passion of being a Liberal or a Nationals member. I've felt it from our own volunteers and members. I felt it myself on the campaign. I was honestly counting the hours down till it ends, and that's not the attitude you need. You want to go in there with hunger. You want to go into the football field wanting to beat the other side and having a real desire to win because you're going to do something better, not just become a minister or get a higher pay packet. That's not what this is about. And we need, if nothing else right now, nothing else, we've got some time here to think about it. We need to kick the pollsters out, who've got everything wrong anyway, so why are we even listening to them in the first place? And secondly, the central question we need to ask ourselves is, what do we think we need to do to save Australia? Not what we need to do to save the party, not what we need to save our own seats, not what we need to do to save our prospects of becoming a minister and having the word honourable in front of us. What do we genuinely believe we need to do to save this nation from a generation of poverty and decline, which is the path we're on right now? That should be the only question we ask. So I'm not that interested in worrying about what's popular right now. Let's worry about what's right. And then we can work out what are the popular ways, what are the best ways to argue for what is the right thing for this country.
Well, I think too, when you're choosing a direction or a leader, think where the country is going to be in 3 years' time. And that'll be 3 more years of a renewables energy project that's already falling to bits. Boy, by then the public, I suspect, will really be more open to an argument about what power source will deliver the power that they need at a price and reliability that they need too. Finally, did the coalition go too far to the right, as some Liberals are saying?
Look, I must have missed these right-wing policies that were announced. It was a bit of a different campaign with all the public holidays. Maybe I missed our decision to go tough on biological men competing against women in sports following the UK ruling. I don't think we did anything with that. I must have missed us jumping on the shocking blackout that occurred in Spain and Portugal. We did nothing on that. We maintained net zero emissions by 2050. I mean, I think what's really important here, those people who say we need to go to the left or we went too far to the right, so now we go to the left, stop with the jargon. I mean, nobody out there in the real world really thinks like that. I mean, be specific.
The Greens do.
Be specific. Like, tell me, yeah, like activists do, our people do, but the average swinging voter doesn't think they're left or right. They just, they want to know what you're going to do to make the country better. So tell me, be specific.
That's exactly
what do you want? What do you mean when you say we need to go to the left? Do we need to adopt net zero emissions by 2040? Because we already had it by 2050, and that failed. That's failed twice now. So if we're talking about policies that have failed politically, that one has.
No, Matt.
What about, do we want to go 90%
Matt,
renewables?
they should name the policy.
What do you want? What exactly do you want? What do you think will work?
They should name that dreadful right-wing policy you went to the election with. I didn't know them. And then also demonstrate why that policy cost them the votes. Because as far as I can see, sheer incompetence is what done it. Matt Canavan, thank you so much indeed for your time.